Hello friends, today is a very important day in China. Today is Gaokao, the entrance examination day. And here we are in front of a high school, which is an examination place. You can see a lot of parents and they are waiting for their children to get out from the school.
The first one is going out, first victim.
Yeah. Okay, he looks very happy.
So anyway, what is this whole Gaokao thing?
So Gaokao is an entrance exam in China. When a student graduates from high school, if he wants to go further study in a university, he has to take this exam. If he gets a high score, then he can go to a better university. If he gets a low score, then he has very limited choice. So when the student go to university, get a degree, then in the job market, he will be more competent, because in China, population is large and in the current situation to graduate from university is, for most of people, is a necessary condition for you to find a job. So Gaokao is very important.
Is it difficult exam?
Depends.
So what are the subjects on this exam?
So the necessary 3 subjects are Chinese, mathematics, and 1 foreign language. Most of people take English as their foreign language. Some people can choose Japanese or Russian, I heard. And except for the 3, you can choose other 3 subjects. When I took the entrance exam, I took biology, chemistry, and physics. And if you don't want to choose this, you can choose politics, history, and geography.
Okay, everyone can pass the exam, or how it works?
Well, yeah, there is a line to...
A limit?
A score line to separate the university into different classes. The best university, the okay university, and shitty university. So if you above the second line and you enter a okay university. So to enter the first line, to reach the first line is a little bit difficult.
So it's not even about passing an exam, a test, but to reach enough scores, enough points to choose a good university, yes?
And the score line is decided by the score of all the students,
right. At a certain year. Yeah, right. So if all the students are stupid, then you don't have to get too many points.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember your own exam?
Well, of course, until now, I just frequently remind myself of the scene that I was sitting in the classroom, took the exam, and everything was so real. The classroom, the students sitting next to me.
It was a great success for you and your family?
It was very stressful. I was very nervous, and I didn't get a very satisfying score. I regret about it all the time, and my family were not very happy. I knew that I could do better, that's why I regretted.
How many points did you get?
I got more than 530.
80?
And 580.
Out of?
750.
Okay, so more than half anyway, yes?
Yeah,
good job.
The line for the important best university are 530.
Okay. So what people do if they don't get a good result?
They don't, then they can go to a shitty university, or they can just go back to school and study for another year to take the second high school again.
Repeat high school, last class or something? Okay.
Last year, and they can take the exam again.
They can repeat the exam next year?
Yes.
Okay. all the high school students take this exam in the end of high school? There are some people who choose just not to go to university at all. And in this case, they understand they don't even approach the exam.
So the society and the school and our parents give us the pressure that we have to take the exam, finish the study, and go to university. If otherwise, we're loser. Yeah, we're loser. We don't know how to study, and those people, they don't have to continue university. They go to some professional and college and classes like car reparation, and or something like technical schools, and later find a job. But this job are regarded as a low-level job, and most of people wouldn't want to do this type of job. And then there are some people who doesn't want to experience the entrance exam because there's a lot of pressure. So if the family support them, and they will just apply for university in another country.
They run away from China.
Yeah.
So how big the whole stress related with this exam is really?
Yeah,
it's just
very
the exam.
Stressful because it's so important, and it's not only the problem of student that only the student has to work hard and work for his future. The whole family think it's a big event and make their effort to provide a good condition for the student, so that he can focus on his study. The whole family are motivated to help in this.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. So all the students, sometimes we think it's a nightmare, and we really hope that time flies, and then we quickly finish entrance exam, and we will be free. And when we go to university, we are free, and parents and teachers will not control us so intensely.
Yeah, I heard that university life can be quite calm, quite relaxing. Once you get to university in China, it's hard to be kicked out of, yes? Even if people don't study very hard.
Yes, it's very relaxing.
It's just hard to get to university, yes?
Yes. So interesting thing is that in China, in different regions, we have different papers for the exam, and the people mark the papers in their region, and so the papers are different. But the students will compete with students from all over the country.
So what you're saying is that the exam is not really unified for a whole country.
No, it's not.
So students from different regions, different provinces, they have actually different chances to get to the same university.
Yes. On one hand, paper scores are different. On the other hand, so for example, students who come from big city like Shanghai, Beijing, they have better education resources, so they have better chance to be accepted in a good university.
So do students take additional tutor classes before the exam?
Of course. What do you think in China is so common? I did it. Many of my classmates.
I imagine that in the big cities there are better tutors than in the small cities.
Famous tutoring teachers, they work in high school. They are the famous teacher in high school. Sometimes they don't teach the student the best in the school, but they teach the student in their private classes, and they earn a lot of money from this.
So it's like a sabotage.
So most of their income come from these private classes, actually.
So we saw the students yesterday finishing the exam. It was first day, I guess, or second day?
When we were there, it was the first day.
First day, so it was Chinese language. They looked quite relaxed. They didn't look very stressed, to be honest.
I heard this year the Chinese is quite easy, but mathematics is difficult.
Okay. Do you think that something changes in the society when it comes to approach and judgment of this whole system and whole exam? Do people get a little bit less stressed in the last years?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
It's stressful all the time. Although we know that recent years the unemployment rate is very high and high, but still
Yeah, exactly. As I'm thinking, I mean, the young people, they have to be aware that they enter the education, the last education stage, university, but the unemployment is not getting lower. It's still high. So the big chances are that big part of them will not find a job anyway.
Yeah, and even the graduate, for example, if they even get a master degree, they have to be a delivery guy or security guard, or start a small business to make pancake in the street. Yeah, people laughing at it, but also people feel sad about it. They feel sorry, pity that a person, student with higher level of education, but end up in this very pathetic way.
Wouldn't it be better in this case not to even go to university, but just immediately start small business? During these 5 or 6 years, you can already earn a lot of money.
No, it's also very hard to start your own business,
Okay.
unless you were born in a rich family and your family can support you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So-
So the best option is to be born in a good family, rich family or powerful family.
Powerful family.
Yeah, in China. But
Entrance.
the happiest moment is just this period of time, 2 months after Gaokao.
When are the results? How quickly the students know the results?
Very soon, very soon.
So they already know
One
whether
week.
they failed or not, and no matter what is the outcome, they can relax for 2 months. Yes.
Even though they get the unsatisfying results, they still can relax because this is the end of
Yeah.
a big stage of them. You know that I was once, not many times actually, recruited as a teacher who marked the paper.
Check the papers. Yes.
Checked the paper.
How was it?
I was in Shanghai and I checked the paper of Shanghai student. Wow, you cannot imagine. We liked the very tidy paper and the correct answer from the student, but most of the cases we see just very poor handwritings and not a comprehensible deduction of some proof of a mathematical problems. It's so annoying.
Are you trying to say that many Chinese students were stupid?
Yeah. No, maybe the questions really too hard for them. And you know, I very like those papers, empty papers, so
It's
it's
easy.
very easy. Yeah.
Mm.
Yes, yes,
How many empty papers were there?
quite many.
Quite many.
Because you know, as a teacher, we have to finish this job in 3 days, 4 days, and it's a lot of students, million. Not million.
Hundreds of thousands, yes, 400,000
100,000,
something.
100,000. So one person has a lot of work to do. So just one paper, it takes a few seconds. You have to finish.
Okay.
So hua, and just change the paper. So it's really annoying to see full of poor handwriting paper.
It's interesting you have experience with this exam from both sides, yes, as a student and later as a
change
person.
the
who
role, you just see differently. I understand students that they try hard to at least write something to get some score. I know it because, you know, although what they write doesn't make sense, but they can get 1 score, 2 scores.
Can you tell me, that's interesting, can you try to answer the question as a kind of teacher who was checking the exam papers? Can you see some pattern? What could be the biggest flaw of the education in this high school which prevents the students to prepare better for this exam? What is the biggest mistake of the education system? Is there anything which could be simply done to improve the preparation of the students?
Simply done? No, I don't think so.
So what is the most lacking part in your judgment? What students lack most when they approach exam?
We will teach how to deal with the exam, how to get a score, but we were not taught how to solve a real problem and how to solve problem based on what we've learned. And those knowledge we learned in school, very quickly we will just forget about it after the exam.
So it's like a memorizing the thing and less creative approach to solving problems, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Well, it's a universal problem everywhere. what I had in China even more.
Mm.
Okay, so any last thoughts about Gaokao? I mean, people around the world have some type of exam before university. It's kind of maturity exam to summarize the certain stage of the learning.
I hate all the exam.
Right. The annual thing that's indeed, I think in China is unusually stressful. I understand it's important part, but it looks to me because until I learn more how it works, I could imagine how people are stressed so much because it is important to choose good university and whatever. But now when I know that actually exam might be not very difficult anyway, people can prepare. Not only this, they can approach the exam next year or even next year, so they can improve the results. So they shouldn't be so stressed anyway. And there's
We
also
don't
another
think so.
right, but there's also another part that they can enter if they have low scores. They can enter lower university, but after 1 year they can transfer to better university. Yes.
Yeah, we don't think it's the best choice because some people are
But it's
smart
possibility.
enough to achieve something quickly. Why?
Right.
And then if one has to make a tool and spend a lot of time in doing so, it's a waste of time, waste of life. And the
Sure.
earlier you enter the job market, the better resource you collect.
Sure. My
And
point
the
is.
better you get promotion.
My point is that even if something goes wrong, there are still other options. It's
Yeah,
not the
we were
end of the
never
world.
told about this. We were
Yeah.
not prepared about this.
Okay, interesting.
Like, yeah.
So what-
Like me in my time back then, the teacher recommend us not to repeat the exam or anything.
What would be your advice if you were supposed to give one good advice to all the people who are about to take the exam? What would be your exam?
About
Not the ones this year, they are lost already, but for the one who will prepare for the next year, what would you advise them?
one exam is not big deal. Life is not determined by this. Yeah, we have a lot of options, and later how your life develop not really only depend on this. There are a lot of things to decide how you choose things and what kind of opportunity you will get, and then make you the one who you are. Like now today when I'm sitting here making videos, it was not only because of my poor entrance exam score, but there are a lot of things work together. Yeah, I regret that I didn't do my best in the exam, but later I still enjoy something that occurred in my life. If not, then I will have different life. So it's just hard to say which one is better, which one is worse.
So in other words, your advice is screw the exam, yeah?
Lie down,
Okay, very well.
lie flat.
We can finish like this.
Okay, so I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope that you know more and more about China through our channel. So please subscribe and to see all the other videos that is coming in the future. So see you next time. Bye bye.